Hello and welcome to the Easy Odds Euro 2016 video cast. This is the second of the semi-finals we're covering.
Yep, Thursday night.
Thursday night, absolutely huge.
Should be the final, really,
in terms of European international games, it doesn't get much bigger than this.
Yeah.
Germany versus France. The two favourites, the two at the top of the market. Two with probably the best squads other than Spain and maybe England and possibly Iceland as well, because they have an incredibly good squad. I think we should look into that. But yeah, Germany versus France. Germany just scraped through against Italy. A pretty poor game. Missed quite a few chances. Italy missed a few chances as well. When Italy had to attack, it was just madness.
Yeah.
They just didn't know what to do at all, but they managed to get back into it.
Good riddance to Italy being out of the competition. They were so dull.
They were just... Oh God, we got more of that to look forward to in the Premier League with Chelsea though. Okay, but yeah, so Germany versus France. Who are the favourites? I'm assuming it's going to be... Is it going to be France?
France are the favourites, but it's very, very close at the top of the market. France, of course, blasted Iceland away with their 5-2 victory in the quarterfinals. But next up, of course, is Germany. Very, very tough game. 9-5 best price in the full-time result market to beat Germany in Marseille. I think that's fair, as both sides are undefeated in the tournament so far, and of course France do have home advantage here, so you can understand why they're just about edging Germany in the full-time result market. France had such a nice draw in Group A. Albania, Romania, Switzerland, three teams that you wouldn't really worry about facing. Then they faced Ireland and Iceland in the knockout stages, so you could certainly argue that they've had the best route into the semi-finals.
Yeah.
And this is going to be their first real test, I'd suggest. Whereas Germany also won their group with 7 points, only managed to not win against Poland in that 0-0 game. They're actually a little bit lucky in that game. I felt Poland played really well in that game. And then of course they followed up with a 3-0 win over Slovakia, which was pretty rudimentary. Yeah. And then, as you said at the start of this video, they faced Italy and they just about scraped through on penalties like they always do. And now they're going to try and match Spain's record, where they won the World Cup and they followed that up with a European Championship win. And if you fancy them to win in 90 minutes here, they are available at 2-1. So, as I said, very, very close at the top of the market there.
Yeah.
9-5 or 2-1. It's pretty much the same price, really.
Yeah.
You can squeeze a little bit more value out of backing Germany if you fancy them.
Yeah. I mean, you can make really good cases for both of those guys here. I was going to say, like, a Portugal-France double is kind of a little bit tempting, but I don't know. 9-5. I mean, they're both good prices. Germany to win a match 2-1. That doesn't happen very often.
I think 9-5 and 2-1 tells you that the bookies don't really know who's going to win the game.
Absolutely no idea. They don't have any kind of clue. But are you staying away from the full-time market in your
I'm going to stay away from the full-time market because, much like the bookies, I'm not entirely sure who's going to win this game. But I do think that the both teams to score market here at 11-10 is of good value. France beat Germany 2-0 back in November, and the Germans are now without Sami Khedira and Gomez through injury, so they're weakened slightly. And whilst it's true that Germany have conceded just one goal at Euro 2016 so far, and that was a relatively soft penalty up against Italy on the weekend, France are coming into this game having netted 11 goals in their 5 matches. As we've said previously, of course, that is a pretty fair, easy route into the semi-final. However, you still have to score the goals, and to score 11 goals in 5 matches is no mean feat. And I think that they'll have the quality to get past the bullish German defence in 90 minutes here. They've got Payet, they've got Griezmann, they've got Pogba, they've got Giroud, all in really good form at the moment going forward. And they've been really great to watch in certain matches. Of course, the first half against Iceland in particular, they were just sumptuous, weren't they?
Yeah.
Really, really good. However, their back line has left a little to be desired. They've now kept just 3 clean sheets in the last 10 games, France. So I think up against a German side who have scored scored in 8 of their last 9 games, I think that both teams to score at 11-10 is a far better option than trying to pick a winner here.
Yeah, this is going to be an absolutely cracking game, isn't it?
I cannot wait.
It's going to be an absolute beast. Quite attacking teams. They're going to go all out. It's going to be 6-all.
It could well be 6-all.
Hat-trick.
Yeah, it's interesting because, of course, Gomez being out of the side, Muller's now going to have to probably move into the number 9 position.
Yeah.
Which will help him because, of course, he hasn't even scored a goal yet at the Euros, which at the start of the tournament, who would have thought that? And of course, Khedira being out as well, that's a big blow. So my actual one worry here is rather than, weirdly, because Germany have only let in one goal, I'm more confident that France will score than Germany.
Okay.
Which is kind of weird to say because Germany are just really, really good. But I do worry a little bit tactically how they'll manage this game. But I do think that France are just mad at the back, aren't they?
Yeah.
To allow Iceland to score 2 goals in that game when they were so comfortable. I was just amazed at the kind of poor defending that they were showing when you consider some of the experience that those defenders have. And I think up against Germany, who just surge forward, really kind of like a python, just kind of wrap themselves until you kind of just submit to them. I think that they will concede eventually, just because they're pretty bad at the back. But moving forward, Germany, I don't see many goals in this Germany team. However, I do think that they'll score, and both teams to score 11 to 10 is a slightly better price. I was looking at France to qualify rather than backing them in 90 minutes to basically win the game either in 90 minutes, extra time or penalties. That was 10 to 11, but I thought I'd squeeze out a little bit more value here. Always try and get my tips here to be odds against, as I do like value for money. So I wouldn't advise you against backing France to qualify in that market.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 11 to 10 odds against both teams to score. France are going to let in a goal. Surely they're going to let in a goal against Germany, and they're more than likely obviously going to score a goal with all that attacking. I mean, 11 to 10. I'm surprised that that's odds against.
Yeah.
I'm really surprised that.
Both teams not to score is around 4 to 5.
I'm surprised. I'm really surprised by that.
Yeah. So let's twist that on its head and back the odds against price.
Yeah, exactly. Are there any kind of odds for goal scorers you've seen?
I always try and point out a really big differentiation in price, a bit of disparity in the market, and I found one here. I'm sure that you noticed in the Iceland game that they were struggling up against the aerial attacks, balls hitting from wide for packed kind of areas, and that's where I think Germany can hurt France here as well. And they've got a really good centre-half pairing of Boateng and Hummels. Hummels is around 9 to 1 best price to score any time, but his centre-half partner, Jerome Boateng, who's been known to score decent goals, just asked Man City when he scored that absolutely great goal for Bayern Munich up against them in the...
What was that? Was it a volley or
it was a volley, yeah. It was really, really good.
Yeah.
Try and YouTube it. He's available at a best price of 20 to 1, which is an absolutely massive price. And his worst price in the market is 14 to 1. So again, huge disparity in the betting market there. So that's probably the price that I'd highlight, because French defence did show that they struggled up against the aerial ability of Iceland, and Jerome Boateng certainly offers that for Germany.
Definitely 20 to 1, huge, absolutely huge, especially when considering Hummels. What did you say, 9 to 1?
Yep, absolutely.
That's almost double the price.
Yeah, almost double the price.
It's not double.
And of course they'll have Tony Kroos as their set piece taker, and there's few better players from a set play than Tony Kroos. So
very true.
Yeah, that's my pick there in that market. But my overall tip, I've played with the thought of France to qualify, but I've left that alone. And although if it does come in, I'll probably put on Twitter like "told you so."
Yeah, you're covering yourself on Twitter.
But my overall tip is both teams to score a best price of 11 to 10. Yet again, odds against, value for money.
Always odds against.
Yeah.
Always odds against. So remember to download our app if you haven't done already, which you probably have done because it's brilliant.
It's really good, and it will only be available now for a few more days, of course.
And you get all the best odds. We've got in-play betting.
Yeah.
Superb.
But once that finishes on Sunday, of course, with the final, don't forget to switch over to the Easy Odds native app, where we have all the odds for all sports, not just football and not just this particular tournament. We'll have your horse racing odds, so you can read Jake's tips and then make sure that you get the best price available for each tip, or you could go rogue and start betting on the politics that is making this country could go a bit mad.
I've seen a lot of people betting on that. I think there's been some huge bets placed on that in those markets.
So yeah, download the native app as well as the Euro 2016 app if that's your thing.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Watermark just below. I think it's there actually, down there. Could be. No, I don't know.
It's somewhere at the bottom.
Yeah,
of the
it's
screen.
somewhere around here. And the watermark. Thank you for watching. We've only got to have one more, aren't we?
That's it.
The
This
final.
is it.
Actually, we're going to be able to do the final.
We'll do it on Friday. Yeah.
We'll be able to do the final. We'll just guess who's going to be in the final and then do a tip on it. Anyway, yeah. Cheers for watching.
Thanks very much for watching.
Bye.